All right, man. Let's talk about this, man. Women, bro. I did a live the other day on my main channel, and I had to take it down. And I might do something on the Patreon talking about something that we was talking about with Kanye apologizing to them people. But I just seen it. But I think a lot of guys don't really realize this. And this just proves the point that men have more options than women. All right, this proves that point. Because one thing you see, and I've talked about it on the Patreon, a few stories, where you will see a woman, I'm talking about on the woman's end, they will break up with a guy, right, for cheating, and then they will still have sex with that guy while he's able to do what he wants to do. We've seen it with Cardi B, and we've seen it with Cardi B. Maybe not per se, well, she married a cheater with Offset, but then she gets with a guy and allows him to do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? To me, it makes no sense. But you see it all the time. They try to keep it low key. And this is why, one of the reasons why a lot of women have a hard time moving on with another man. While you still hunching on another eggplant, you think God or you think, a man is going to want you. This is why, it's hard. That's why they tell them not to date multiple guys at once. Because think about it. If she's dating multiple guys at once, she's going to want to experience the best qualities from each one of those guys. 9 times out of 10. And the visual of it is most people think if you with those 3 guys, you're sleeping with those 3 guys, which may not be the truth to it. But guess what? Women are visual creatures. They like a guy because it look good. That's tall because it look good. It look good for their image. So we're going to judge you off your image. But they do this, and then if they date multiple guys and they still fucking a guy from their past, they're attached to that guy. Most of them don't be like, I'm done cheating and you cheated on me, I'm done, and they leave. They still, more times than not, over a little bit over 50%, probably a lot, they're still having sex with that guy. I'm not talking about baby daddy, I'm talking about an ex. And they think, well, yeah, I'm getting something from him, and then I go out there, I can find a new man, and it's gonna be hard to find a new man spiritually while you dealing with when you dealing with another man. You think God gonna send you another man? Why would he send him into that clusterfuck? And on top of that, they allowing the ex to, he'll move on with a new baby mama, or he'll move on with a new woman, and you sharing the guy, and you knowing you sharing the guy. And I'm not talking about baby mama, baby daddy. We know that's the case. 9.5 times out of 10. We talking about just on standard shit. A lot of these women still be fucking on their ex. Ask them about their ex. A lot of them still be sleeping with them. Because they don't have the options y'all think it is. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Women, when they pair bond, they lucky if they pair bond with 1, 2, or 3 at the most guys in their lifetime. And that usually happens way before the age of 30. They do this. And then, we always talk about the men who take on baby mamas. But in reality, what we don't talk about is the women that take on, guys that have baby fathers. They are well aware that as soon as they start coming around, their baby mama gonna want to fuck again. That's what it's all about. Yeah, it's about you treating her that way, you used to treat me that way, or we didn't do this because probably most likely because of her attitude. But all of a sudden, she gonna want to start throwing the coochie at the baby father again, the baby mother. And the other woman know that. She knows she's gonna be sharing a dick more times than not with the baby mama. And a lot of women are cool with that. Unfortunately, I don't understand why women are so embarrassed by just saying, you know what, we're gonna share this, we're gonna share the same 10 or 20% of guys, it would make society so much better. It really would. It would make our society so much better. Because y'all can say, well, that's embarrassing, I could never, and end up doing that. Y'all end up fucking off y'all 20s, y'all get to y'all 30s, don't nobody want y'all stuck in y'all ways for real. The guys that you want don't want you. And y'all end up being the side piece to a nigga you really, really like. Or y'all end up sharing the guy. Why don't y'all just say, you know what, man, let's just go polygamous. Let's split these bills, let's raise these kids in this house. And the kids already know what's going on. I don't understand why they just don't be like, let's do it. Because obviously you adore that other woman. You know, she can have him. And then here you come because you thought you can go back out there, and this is without a kid, and do better, and you couldn't do better. Most guys ain't approaching shit. And the same guys that you run into is the guys that's in the field. Y'all sharing the same guys that's being together. Most guys ain't even doing shit. And y'all don't have the pride to swallow y'all pride to go up to the guys that's not participating. Y'all do everything, walk by them, you know, glance at them. Y'all do all this cowardly shit. And like I said, women are supposed to be cowardly. Y'all do all this cowardly shit to get a guy attention instead of just being direct. Therefore, you still have to share a dick at the end of the day. Knowing you like men that cheat. They do. They love men that cheat, and that's just a fact. I done seen it before. The strange husband move on with a new woman, and the other woman, they still hang, they do. Women understand their options as they get older, get slim. They do. And this is how a lot of diseases, this is how y'all corrupt a lot of men not to play the game. Cause it's some nigga or some bitch from y'all past that y'all still hunching on. And you're not gonna have a healthy relationship with that being the case. And we all know it. And we all know it. So yeah, I find that funny. I find that real funny. That's how they think. They're literally short bus Keisha, man. You know, and if a girl do, you know, most time than not, she catch you cheating and she leave and don't fuck with you no more, she didn't like you like that. See, guys they don't like that, you know, you won't even probably get to the point of cheating. You know what I'm saying? They're in a relationship with you because, you know, they ain't got, you know, it's just something to preoccupy them right now. But you won't even get to the point of cheating. You know, you have women that leave you for any different reason. Any woman that says, oh, I'll leave you, do this and I do it. You do something and they get mad and cut off contact or don't text you for a while, then, you know, or don't text you ever again. They didn't like you like that. So you ain't even gonna get to the point, most of them, to cheat and they walk away. That ain't gonna happen. Cause they, you know, they gonna already cut you off. They're already looking for something better. They're looking for you to fuck up so they can stop fucking with you. You can tell. You can tell, you know, right off the jump, you can tell, you know, how interested a bitch is in you. But that's a different video for a different day. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.